You're agreeing to what's ever above the line, right? And this is what the Lord told the Israelites that they were to break the covenant. What would happen? Bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Bring it out!
But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses telling the Israelites, if y'all don't listen to the Most High, we don't.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Do all his commandments. So if the Israelites don't listen and do the commandments that they agreed to, we don't.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, I'm going to put curses on y'all if y'all don't listen to what I told y'all to do. You're agreeing to what's ever above the line, right? And this is what the Lord told the Israelites that they were to break the covenant. What would happen? Bring it up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Bring it out!
But it shall come to pass that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses telling the Israelites, if y'all don't listen to the Most High, we don't.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
Do all his commandments. So if the Israelites don't listen and do the commandments that they agreed to, we don't.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, I'm going to put curses on y'all if y'all don't listen to what I told y'all to do. Just like if your parents tell you to do something and you don't do it, it's going to be a punishment, right? So the Lord said, hey, it's going to be a punishment on y'all if y'all don't do these commandments that y'all said y'all was going to do, right? So we got to go through a couple curses or these punishments and see who it fit today. Because it's only going to fit one group of people. You understand? You follow? Right? So let's figure this out. Bring that out.
16.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
He said what?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Like we live in cursed in the cities. In every city, who there? Who in the ghettos and the slums? We is, right? He said, cursed shall we be in the cities, right? Who always sleep at the bus stop? We is, right? Who always strung out on drugs? Who always getting shot down by the police, killing each other, right? Over damn Jordans and a chain. That's our people, right? That's a cursed thing, right? We don't.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
He said what?
Cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And he said the Israelites in the future, for them breaking the commandments, that was going to be cursed in the city and cursed in the field. Now, what people was cursed in the field? Right, what people though? We was, right? When? In slavery, right? You see these signs right here, right there. Hey, that's not a good thing. Hey, that's a curse, right? Only our people went through that. Everybody didn't go through that. Everybody can't come up. These two women right here, they can't come up here and say, oh yeah, that happened to us, right? Oh, I can feel that. No, he's talking to the children of Israel. That they'll be cursed in the city and cursed in the field, right? Give me that, burn it up. Jeremiah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 15. We look for peace.
Say what?
We look for peace.
Hey, this people is looking for peace. Who always marching in the streets looking for peace? We is, right? We don't.
But no good came.
Say what?
But no good came.
No good came. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, right, looking for a different result, hey, that's insanity, brother, right? You keep doing the same thing, marching in the streets, trying to hope for a better day, hope for peace, but it's not coming, brother. Read that from the top again.
We look for peace, but no good came.
And no good came, right? We still getting shot down in the street, right? We still in the low predicament, we still in the ghettos and the slums, right? All these things still happening to us. But the Lord was speaking to the Israelites that this will happen to them in the future, right? We don't.
And for a time of help, and behold, trouble.
Right? He said a time of help, but behold trouble, right? Bring it up.
The book of Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5.
Bring it out!
Whose possessors slay them.
He said what?
Whose possessors slay
Right,
them.
who be slaying us in the streets? The white man. He said whose possessors slay them. Now when they slay us in the streets, don't they get off on it? They don't go to jail, do they? Check this out.
And hold themselves not guilty.
What they do?
hold themselves not guilty.
Trayvon Martin.
Hold themselves not guilty.
Michael Bryant.
Hold themselves not guilty.
Hey, this is in the Bible, man. This is our history, right? They don't hold themselves guilty, right? They killing us in the street and they ain't holding out. Look at this, right? You see this? And he didn't get it. And he act like it was a good thing. Like right. But who is that only happening to, right? Because you got the white man, he can run his mouth at the police, ain't nothing gonna happen, right? He cussing them out, doing all this, right? But nothing happened to him. And the Lord is doing this to us as a curse, right? Because he wants you to return back onto him, right? Now, if the Lord was speaking to the Israelites and we went through all these things, who must that make us?
Say it again.
If the Lord was speaking to the Israelites, he said that they'll be cursed in the city, cursed in the field, they'll look for peace but don't find none, right? They get slain in the streets by these white men and they hold themselves not guilty. He was speaking to the Israelites when he was saying all these things. And don't we fit those things? So who must that make us? Not slaves, because go to Deuteronomy 7:6. Give me Isaiah 44:1. It's not slaves, brother, because you got to remember, Moses is speaking to who? What people?
The children, right?
The children of what? The children of Israel, right? So he was prophesying that that'll happen in the future for breaking their commandments. And now in 2022, we can see that our people going through those things, right? So he was speaking to the Israelites, and we going through that today in 2022. Who they got to make us? It's not that we free. We're talking about nationality-wise, because we don't know who we are. When you first came up here, you said you was three different things.
African American black.
Right, you said you was African American black. But the Lord was speaking to the Israelites that they would be cursed in the city, in the field, right? They'd be getting shot down in the street, and the people that's killing them is not holding themselves guilty, right? And if we going through all those things, and Moses was saying this is going to happen to the Israelites in the future, who must that make us? The Israelites, brother. That's who we actually are. We actually the Israelites. Because we fitting everything that was told to the Israelites would happen. You following? Right? Because you got to remember, after we freed them out of Egypt, they signed the covenant. They signed the contract. They agreed to do the commandments, like it. And he said, if God don't do it, it was going to be a punishment. It's going to be curses. Now we living through them curses right now. That's why everything we read, you said, that's us. Right? So he's speaking to the Israelites. Now us being Israelites, what do you think we got to be doing today if we broke the commandments and the Lord put these curses on us? Yeah, what we got to be doing today since we broke the... Nah, I said, what thing should we be doing according to the Lord? Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
Bring it out!
And now Israel.
Who is the Israelites? We is, right? He said, now Israel, read on.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right, so the Lord requires something of us, right? Actually, Salaki, go to Deuteronomy 28 and 45 before you go to that. Salaki.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45.
Bring it out!
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
Right, so he said, all these curses, all these things that we're going through shall come upon us, read on.
And shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What did we do?
Thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so the Israelites didn't listen to the Most High. To do what?
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
The Israelites didn't keep his commandments. Now in 2022, now we're going through all these curses. Now we're going through all these bad things. Now we're walking around calling ourselves two different things, right? Hey, that's because we broke the commandments. So now what do you think we got to be doing? Right? But what action should we be taking for it? Because we broke the commandments. Now what you think we should be doing? Well, we gotta start following them now. We gotta start following, right? Because if your mama told you to take out the trash before she get home, and she get home and the trash not taken out, you gonna get that punishment, and then you gonna do what? You gonna take out the trash. So we didn't keep the commandments, so we put the punishments on us. Now we gotta keep the commandments. Now we gotta start doing what the Lord said, right? Because that's what put us into all this predicament. This what put us in slavery, right? This what put us calling ourselves 2 different things, right? Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
I'm gonna ask you, brother.
How we get over here as a people? What form of transportation? Hey brother, can you answer this question for me real quick?
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
How did our people get over here? Ship, right? Read that.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said what?
With ships.
Right, he said, the Lord said he's going to send us into slavery on ships. Right now, what people went into slavery on ships?
You said, say it again.
What people went into slavery on ships? The Israelites, right? You know?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold
He
unto
said what?
there you shall be sold.
He said, there, once you get off the slave ships, you're going to be sold. Now, what people were sold?
Israelites.
The Israelites. Now, wasn't our people sold? Right? So that'll make us the Israelites. Because now, what's your last name?
No. What you mean?
No, I'm saying, what's
my name?
Yeah, your last name. That's probably a so-called white man last name. That's not who he actually from. Because in the Bible, give me Daniel chapter 1 and verse 5 real quick. Check this out. Hey, our people been it. If you read the Bible, the Israelites always was in slavery. They was always in captivity. Right? They always was changed. You ever seen Roots? Kunta Kinte? Right? They tried to change his name to Toby, right? When he went into slavery. They tried to change his name from what he wasn't actually called. Right? They tried to change his name to a damn white name, Toby. Right? That's how they changed our last name. Right? Read that real quick.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 5.
Bring it out.
And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat.
2 minutes.
Now among these were the children of Judah.
He said, now among these were the children of Judah. He's talking about the Israelites, right? And they was in captivity at this time. They was in slavery. Now let's see what happened to them.
Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names.
Gave names to these Israelites. Read on.
For he gave unto Daniel the name of Belteshazzar, and to Hananiah of Shadrach, to Mishael of Meshach, and to Azariah of Abednego.
This man that had them captive changed their names, right? Now, hey, our names is changed, right? When you ever look, you gotta go look at that series Roots, man, right? It's gonna really give you a history of what was going on, right? He was trying to change his name to Toby, right? And that only happened to our people. And all throughout the Bible is our history, right? So, who are we, right? Because you came up and you said you were Black African American. Now understanding that all these things happening to us, who must they make us? Be the Israelites, man, right? What do we gotta be doing? Following the commandments. Now we gotta learn what the commandments is, brother. Now we gotta figure out what things we broke, right? What things we broke that put us in this predicament, right? Go get the Leviticus. Get Leviticus 19:17.
Book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine,
You saying the what?
the swine,
You know what swine is? No, not the bird, not a swan. Swine. It's an animal. It's a pig. Right? Swine is another term for pig. Right? And pig is pork. You eat pork? Bacon, pepperoni, sausage. Right? But check this out. But you go to war, you go. You were Israelite. So let's see what the Lord said the Israelites supposed to eat. Right? Bring that up.
and the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
What is the pig to Israelites?
He is unclean to you.
Hey, the,
Pig is unclean, right? That's the one of the purpose.
so we that's one rule we not following. Like we eat pork and we not
We
supposed to.
eat pork, we not supposed to, right? That's why people dying of diabetes, high cholesterol, like gout, all these things, because we're not supposed to be eating that. Even the so-called white man will tell you that's a filthy animal. The Lord didn't set up every animal to be eaten, right? Because the pig is supposed to eat the slop on the farm. Anything you throw in front of it, it's going to eat. It'll eat its own baby, it'll eat a human, it'll eat anything. And you putting it right into your body, right? Finish it out.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right, so that's an unclean animal, right?
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
I was going to tell you what you can eat. Now the Lord going to tell you what you can eat that come out the waters. What's the things that you eat that come out the waters?
Seafood,
What type of seafood?
shrimp, all that.
Shrimp, all that. Okay. Let's see what the Lord said.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in
He
the
said what?
whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
He said whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters. So what has fins and scales in the water?
Fish.
Right, fish. He said that's what you can eat. Read on.
And all that have not fins and scales,
All that don't have fins and scales. Your shrimp, your crab, your lobster, your octopus, right? Your damn clams, right? All that don't have fins and scales that come out the waters. Read on.
and in the rivers of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
Right, and that's an abomination, right? Because those are unclean animals. Those are bottom feeders of the ocean, right? Why you think the water so damn dirty? Because this white man is taking all the bottom feeders that's supposed to clean it out and filter it and selling it to y'all to eat. That's why the Lord said, hey, y'all gotta keep these commandments, right? Give me that Leviticus. Give me
I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right, King. One more. Okay, please, yeah.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Bring it out!
That is for the conclusion of the whole matter.
He said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, right? So this is what we want you to take away when you leave, man.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Do what?
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Hey, you gotta fear God and keep his commandments, right? We don't.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Right, so this is the whole duty of man, that you fear the Most High and keep his commandments. We don't.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right, so all your works, you're gonna have to take account for it, right? So it's best to do what the Lord said, so when you come back, right, and you're gonna be on his good side. You're gonna have good works, right?
Yeah.
And hold on, before you go, we gotta deal with this, because who is this? Jesus. Now, what is Jesus look like in the Bible? Does he look like this? White man?
I don't know.
Let's figure it out. Check this out.
Hold on, give me just. Bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it up. Start at 1. Revelation 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
What?
Revelation of Jesus
So
Christ.
this is the revealing of who the world calls Jesus Christ. It's going to show you what he actually looks like, right?
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
He said his what?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
He said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Now who has woolly hair on the earth? Like a sheep. Who has that type of texture hair? No, not white man. White man has strong, stringy dog hair. Who has woolly hair? Woolly hair. Hey, we do. Are you trying to put a pick through it? It's gonna kind of, get stuck a little bit. Hey, that's woolly hair. If you ever seen a sheep, their hair is kind of what they call nappy, right? So he said his head and his hairs were white like wool, right? So if you playing baseball, 3 strikes, you what? 3 strikes, you what? You out, right? So, seeing this image, does he have white woolly hair? That's strike 1, right? Read on.
It's white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yeah, what?
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes is a flame of fire. Whenever you see that picture of Jesus, his eyes ever red, it's always blue, green, brown, right? So that's strike 2. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Yeah, what?
His feet like unto fine
And
brass.
his feet is like fine brass. What color is brass?
I don't know, like
If you had a
brown.
If you had a, let me just look it up for you, brother. I'm gonna show you. Brass.
It's the last one I gotta go.
It said his feet like unto fine brass. Now look at this. It's like a goldish brown, right?
Yeah.
So that's how his feet was, like onto fine brass. But how dark was it?
As if they burned in the furnace.
How dark was it?
As if they burned in the
Like
furnace.
he was so dark, it's like he got thrown in the furnace. So if you was to put that bronze or that color, that brass, into a furnace or oven, what color is gonna get?
Black.
It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get dark, right? So who is this? He struck out, right? 3 strikes,
Yeah.
right? And we step on lies, man. You gotta step on that. You gotta step on the face right there. You gotta kind of stomp on it, right? And that's a lie, man, right? Because the Lord said, you got that John, right? Check this out.
This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So, brother, we trying to bring out the truth to you, right? Because that's what's going to set you free. Meaning your mind is going to be now free from the shackles that the world put on you, right? Because now you understanding who you actually are, which is what? Who are we?
Israel. Like
Israel.
That's right.
What we got to be doing,
Follow the commandments.
right?
That's right.
What's 2 commandments? I mean, what's a commandment that you learned?
That we can't eat pork.
Can't eat pork. What else?
That we need to eat fish.
Yeah, you eat fish and not what?
Not shrimp.
Not shrimp, not crab, not lobster, man. Right? So that's 2 commandments that you can start with. You know what I'm saying? And you can stop doing it and start keeping the commandments. Right? Because you got to understand us breaking those things is what put us in a predicament. Now it's time to turn back to the law, statutes, and